Whenever you're stressed, do you notice that you are sort of in your head? How about when you're frustrated? What happens whenever you stop and notice? I'm going to give you a couple tips today to get you a little bit more aware of how to cope whenever you're feeling stressed or frustrated. I'm Allie Coker. I am a therapist and spiritual counselor working in private practice at Rooted Growth. I coach and help people with resiliency and improving their lives so that they can root and grow and thrive. When it comes to frustration and stress, it sort of has a wave to it. So you start at some level emotionally, it kind of goes up to its peak, and then it drops down eventually. Most of us, that peak goes to a place we have sort of natural coping strategies to get through that peak of emotion and stress and frustration. Sometimes those coping strategies are not particularly efficient or helpful, and sometimes even contribute to stress. For instance, if we're frustrated, we yell at our spouse, or if we're stressed, we take it out on our friend or a coworker. So one way of dealing with frustration or stress is to learn self-soothing techniques. When we self-soothe, it sort of reminds us of that natural ability that moms have, and parents have, dads have, to soothe their child when they're upset. So when you think about when you were a child, if you had a scrape, you'd run to your caregiver and they would soothe you. So when we grow up, we sometimes forget that we have that ability to self-soothe, to incorporate that kind of energy towards ourselves. So let's think about a few ways that we can self-soothe in a healthy manner. So I challenge you to think about your senses, your 5 senses, and how you can soothe one of them, 2 of them, or all of them whenever you're feeling frustrated. So think about touch, for instance. Does something in particular help you feel soothed in touch? I know these days weighted blankets, for instance, are really popular, and that's a natural release of endorphins when we feel some pressure on our skin throughout our bodies. Sight is another sense that we can soothe ourselves with. Can we look at calming pictures of past vacations or photos of our family, loved ones, and happy times? Think about how we can soothe ourselves through smell, essential oils, or going outside and smelling the fresh air, and sort of incorporating some kind of scent into your life, your favorite perfume. Taste. What is a self-soothing kind of taste for you? Is it the warmth of a fresh cup of tea, or is it the taste, of a favorite meal that was soothing growing up? Was it a taste of mint, fresh mint from the garden, to grab some mint gum and sort of think about that self-soothing nature of that. How about hearing? We can listen to music, we can listen to bird songs, or other ways to kind of relax our senses and soothe ourselves. The important thing about self-soothing is that it's a centering activity. So something that kind of brings you back and grounds you in that moment, so that wave of emotion is sort of reduced down, and that we are able to kind of flow with the feelings. They may still be there, they're certainly still there, but there's an acceptance and a groundedness in that, so that it can kind of just flow and be released. When we resist feelings, when we get angry that we're stressed, when we get upset that we're frustrated, that only contributes to that. So being able to be present in that moment is really the way that we move through it. I hope that was helpful. Feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear your ways that you connect with your senses in order to ground yourself and feel more relaxed. whenever you're stressed or frustrated. So share this channel if you feel like it's helpful to other folks that may find benefit from it, and subscribe so that you're able to see the next upload. See you next time.